Welcome to Akihabara. My name is Song Kinte. I will buy your good from today's bike texture. The driver is Miss Shu. I'd like to introduce the direction of the Akihabara South Front Food Restaurant in this tour, where you enjoy the rare view around you, image on table screen in front of you, and via video. Before start tour, let me show some rules of this tour. First, please stay at your seat for your safety. Second, you can take pictures during the tour. However, please that any picture of person by as well as girls in might custom handed out from the street display. Third, please refrain from presenting picture on the SNS if you can see the face of the person and the girl's clear on trim. At one place during the tour, you will get off the taxi and wear VR headset to enjoy 360-degree VR video. Now let's start Akihabara tour. What image do you have of Akihabara? This town is well known to an electron or a manga of the subculture. However, Akihabara is also a gourmet town where a lot of fun food restaurants and wide variety are gazing. In 2000, Akihabara became a socialist which garnered attention from all over the world as a maker of the otaku culture or subculture. For manga or comic, anime or animated films and video games. At the same time, the town found texture as a center of the IT industry, and many businesses came in. As the number of the visitors and the workers in the Akihabara increased, the number of the restaurants amongst artists people as the in a short period. Actually, there was a Kanda vegetable and fruit market, the biggest vegetable and fruit market in Japan. In front of the present dated Akihabara station from 1928 to 1989, fresh vegetable and fruits from South Japan were on the market for about 60 years. Some restaurants loved by the market workers from that time to keep their business going and making the value of the restaurant in this town richer and more interesting. This tour remains 10 restaurants in Akihabara that carefully selected by an Akihabara tourist. First, the taxi handled for a side street light with the small shops where there Akihabara station. While rolling, let me show you briefly how Akihabara was came to call a maker of otaku or a maker of subculture. Until 40 years ago, Akihabara was the leading town of the home electric appliance in the world. Many electric appliance stores gathered and sold the last mode of the television, refrigeration, air conditioning, and other products. And many people came to town to buy some products. Also, foreign people who came to Japan for sightseeing for business visit Akihabara to buy made in Japan brand goods of the high quality and inexpensive, such made at the service, such Akihabara flourished more and more. Then storage was the personal computer and the device became the mainstream of the town, and Akihabara became Pasogon or personal computer town that attracted many PC lovers. Many PC lovers also loved manga or comic, anime or animated films and video games. Naturally, shops stitched with the manga, anime, and video games related good increased gradients. Finally, present Akihabara, well known as the manga of otaku, was found. By the way, those who love know well manga, anime, video games, and PC are called otaku in Japan. and the face otaku culture of youthful subculture. However, for children these days, manga, anime, video games do not mean subculture anymore but main culture. A part of their ordinary life. For them, Akihabara may be more spacious space beyond the omega of the otaku in the future. You will see the later RTRE1 on the building just in front of you. It is a station building opened in 2012. This improved the image of the Akihabara station a lot so that film visitors feel comfortable. Events collaborate with the animation are often held here. Stamp at hand and you will recite now you were in Akihabara. On the left-hand side is in Akihabara Red Kaikan, the most well-known landmark in Akihabara with big yellow sign. This is the very birthplace of the PC in Japan, when NEC showed the first microcomputer kit named TK-18 in 1976. Present Radio Kaikan hosts many popular college shops representing Akihabara. Look at the right side. Inside of the building is the parts market. The orange of Akihabara Electriton. There is no other place in the world where electric parts and device shops concentrate like this. Everybody enjoys making things by hand that contribute to the knowledge development of Japan. You see a lot of duty-free store buildings around the station. You see a lot of duty-free store building around the station. In front of you is Chuo or Center Street. This is the main street of the Akihabara with the very image of a manga of the otaku. Some visitors come to Akihabara to just take a picture of the street and get satisfied. Now coming into view is the traveling direction is the Mansei bus bridge over Kanda River. Beyond the bridge, can you see red brick arch construction? That is the elevator railway of the Jiaqiu line. Once there was a monthly bus station there, being a terminal station where passengers transferring on trams. The site was always buzzed with many people. Now Monthly Bus Station was rebuilt as the shopping first named March Acute and opened in 2013. After a while, another variety of the subline will come into view in the traction direction. The elevated railway of the subline was elevated from Ryokoku to Ochanomizu in 1932. Yet her height is the same level with the three-story building, far higher than the Yamanote line. Another elevated railway, people can all the way to have a look over them. There is beautiful ancient Hakatacho viaduct nearby. You can see that later. Now Onode is on your left side. This is a duty-free store. Later you will enjoy virtual rating express at this store. The taxi is going to the back street. Now on your right side in the elevator railway of the Sobu line. The taxi going to the back street. Now on your right side is the elevated railway of the Sobu line. The reason why you see many railways with elevator was because major government arranged as such in order to avoid unnecessary taxi by laying railroad on the good. In a short time, the first shop will be coming into view on your left side. Now let me introduce the first restaurant of the Akihabara food lovers recommendation. This is Torio Keisuke, a ramen noodle shop. Do you like ramen? Japanese ramen. First introduce common China involved unique ways in Japan. Now ramen is loved and well known as one of the representative cuisine in Japan by many people in the world. There are so many different tastes of the ramen with different soups such as the sauce, soy sauce, and the miso paste, as well as different thickness of the noodles. Different ramen shops offer different ramen, and you will be attracted by the detail and the deep world of the ramen. Among many ramen shops in Akihabara, this Torio Keisuke is the very exclusive and offer the one and only ramen. The message built a bottle of the dish shop is a bowl of the ramen topped with the roasted chicken leg. The appearance of the menu is full of the impact and so spectacular, so your approach should be excited. The creamy soup with the rich chicken broth is so tasty. Another menus are also popular. For example, ramen with simple soy sauce-based soup made of the fish and chicken broth and tsukemen. Ramen noodle service separately with the very rich sauce. Try any menu of these shops and you will never forget this unique ramen shop. So you can see beautiful arch-shaped Hatago shore viaduct of the subline. Please look up the right upper side when the text turns to the left. It's the burning green color is the beautiful, isn't it? And the red bridge arch viaduct is in front of you. Those arches structures was built in more than 100 years ago. When the first mountain bus station was built in 1912, or the Chuo line was added the Tokyo station in 1919. Next, let me introduce the so-called idol culture in Akihabara. On the seventh floor of the Pasila building with a red signboard up ahead of your right on the another side of the street, Parents Theater is located. There you can see the performance of popular idol groups such as the Kamen Joshi or Mask Girls now on the screen. Speaking of the idol groups, the most famous in Akihabara is AKB48 for the past dozen years or so. Akihabara is town where not only items but also idols are produced. Then we insisted fans cheer up their idol with the shot and the performance. Become well known and popular as otaken or otaku performance, as those fans are called idol otaku. So you will enjoy VR Express at Onode, where we passed by at Chuo Street. Onode is a duty-free store and electric retail store. Onode deals not only in the product amounts and visitors from furniture countries, but also from Japan. For example, Japanese traditional carpet section on the Great Wall that in traditional Japanese handwork have a high quality. No another shop collect no display many Japanese traditional crafts of the high quality, as well as the wide range of variation at one section, like Onode. The second and third floor are home appliances section. The first floor is a purple coloured section where all shops stare in the purple coloured red booths that represent today's Akihabara. As a prisoner you feel hungry. Here, please enjoy VR video for 3 restaurants you will taste by later. With a VR headset, you can enjoy 360 degrees images you move your hand and eyes in the different directions. Please enjoy experience the virtual visit to the restaurants. It will be supercharged. How was your experience and how did you like the three restaurants appeared in the VR video? I'll give you more different experience of each restaurant when you pass them later. The taxi is going toward the back street. Girls in costumes often hide out front on the street. Please refrain from taking these photos after them, and avoid posting any photo on SNS if you can see faces pass by or those girls clearly. The next Akihabara food drivers recommendation in Akatsuka. What improved the appearance it looks if time brought for distance, doesn't it? There is such a restaurant with a long history in Akihabara town. Akatsuka opened in 1954 when Japanese people were trying to rebuild the country after the Second World War. More than 60 years since then, Akatsuka has been loved by local people and watched the change of town. The wall table and corner and the restaurant has a warm atmosphere and remind you of good old Japan. Popular menus include miso taste of the chicken, sink, and liver, cuisine of the fish in season from Toyo's fish market. Did you think it's the best joint to enjoy before? And sophisticated Japanese cuisine representing Japan changed the season with the sake. Nowadays, the restaurant has many young ladies and foreigner guests in addition to long-time regular guests and offer works of the neighborhood. Please see the history of the Akihabara and the Japanese corridor at Akatsuka. The street in front of it, Kandamyoji Street. After crossing, you will see a building across the road with the cute pink rainbow and a heart-shaped object. Such as the Markov at-home coffee and the well-known and people-made coffee in Akihabara. Welcome by my son. You enjoy the extraordinary world of forgetting your end-life life. Cute, similar to Japanese tradition ozaki asobi culture in which you are entertained by Microsoft. The taxi tour on the main street in Akihabara to get to the next restaurant. Shop Akiba present computers and designed store on your left side was the esports studio Akiba on the 7th floor. Do you know esports? Esports is a abbreviation of the electric sports and a form of the computer-used computer games or video games. Esports is not so much familiar in Japan yet. However, its population more than 100 million in the world. And in some countries like USA, performance games are requisite to the performance sports player. On your left side is Jichun store. Jichun is the gaming machine brand of Japan PC market mouse computer. PC market was relaxed a few years ago, but recently it is getting successful again. One factor is the heavy demand for PC visit necessary space for virtual meeting, telework, or remote work under the coronavirus pandemic. The other is demand for game PC with the even high space for each splits. These two streets enjoy a pedestrian pricing on every Sunday. Many people enjoy walking on the car-free street. In autumn, the leaves of the roadside ginkgo trees turn bright yellow and look very beautiful. By the way, one of the reasons why ginkgo is often treated as the roadside tree is because it is strong against fire, and its trunk and leaves keep a lot of water. Low roadside ginkgo tree breaks strength of the summer season, and absorb carbon dioxide and invert every environment, and moreover protect us from fire. Now let me introduce another Akihabara food level recommendation. The third one is Akihabara Nagomido, a cafe located on the basement floor of the building on the opposite corner at the next intersection. It appeared in the VR video. Are you on Instagram? Instagram is a free online photo sharing application and social network platform used by 1 billion people all over the world. Instagram is also popular in Japan with more than 33 million users, and once a Japanese word installed by means instant or perfect photo from Instagram was in fashion. This Akihabara Nagomido is English coffee and being talked about a lot. The concept of the coffee is taste of the Taisei area from 1912 to 1926, where European culture was introduced into Japanese lifestyle. All the books and antique furniture create a nice space with the terrific taste, and anyone can help take a picture. This coffee is also unique as it offers about 10,000 common books that guests can read as they like. There are packed rooms beside the coffee area, and you can enjoy relaxed time reading a manga. Not only that, shower rooms return notice PC as well as battery charger available. Because of this good service, quite a few people work from Nagomido. By the way, a Japanese word Nagomi used in the name of the coffee means feels are creaminess and relaxing. If you visit Akihabara Nagomi, though, the coffee should relax your head. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The first restaurant is Gyusha. It is on your right hand side, the opposite side of the road. If you ask Japanese people which food do you like most, a question always among the top is the hamburger. Hamburger originally comes from overseas and evolved in unique ways in Japan, just like ramen root. Today, hamburger is popular food and loved by people of a wide age group. Hamburger in Japan is so soft that many foreign guests who are just after have a bite. Popular good hamburger restaurant in Akihabara is this Gyusha. Hamburger made of 100% beef include famous Wagyu. It's very juicy and has a delicate and soft feel in the mouth. Take one bite and the meat flavor spread across your mouth. Please make a choice among 5 different sauces such as pepper or garlic. Another popular meat here is curry and rice topped with the popular hamburger. Curry is so savory and has the painting of the beef meat and stew in the red wine and is talked about a lot. Believe or not, the restaurant offers a big-sized hamburger as heavy as 1 kilogram. Why did you try to have a hamburger to make unforgettable memory in Akihabara? Let me introduce next Akihabara fruit lovers recommendation. The fifth restaurant is Bengal. The fifth restaurant Geisha with the curry meals and Bengal is a curry specialty restaurant. Curry also comes from overseas and evolved in unique ways in Japan, just like ramen root and hamburger. It is common in Japan to have curry with the rice, and curry and rice is the regular menus of school lunch in elementary and junior high school, and many Japanese people love it since their childhood. Among many curry special restaurants in Akihabara, Bengal boasts the longest history. It opened in 1973. Since then, it has been loved by people in Akihabara for almost 15 years. The owner says that some guests who used to come to Bengal when they were young often visit the restaurant again with their family. The restaurant has a comfortable automation that makes you feel at home, and the young lady often visit here to enjoy a nice curry in the relaxing space. All curry menus are cooked here with the special curry powder made by mixing various spices and herbs. Representative menu is the thin beef curry with the chunk of beef meat. It is from soy and has the moderate sourness and bitterness. You will never get tired of eating this curry. Besides that, popular menus include the beef curry topped with the cheese and bacon and onion. Vegetable curry is the plant of the vegetables in season, which is more than 15 kinds. After you enjoy spit curry and rice, sweet goulash with the cinnamon aroma will hit the spot. Please try those special curry and rice with the long history that you can enjoy in Akihabara. Let's move on to the next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The 6 shops are introduced as a maid cafe named Honey Honey appeared in VR video. Maid cafe represents courage in Akihabara, a makeover otaku. It is one of the so-called customs pre-cafes, where waiters in mild customs welcome guests as their master of princess and gives them hospitality. Maid coffee has enjoyed high popularity among not only Japanese but also foreign people since its birth in 2001 as the representative tourist contest in Akihabara. Hani is a very popular mild coffee with men and women. Even beginners who never been to any mild coffee would enter easy. Actually, there are various kinds of the mild coffee of the different concept and service. Hani's good point is the friendly maid who welcome guests with the hospitality and delicious handmade food. You can enjoy omelette rice under which made sandwich drink cute pictures used ketchup or homemade cake break at coffee every day. Free inexpensive price almost the same with the common coffee. The coffee offers such a wide variety of the alcohol drinks such group of the people, those Hani, in search of tavern to enjoy drink party, and the business person after work often stops by alone. Hani will add some more special to your memory in Akihabara with cute maid song and delicious menus. Why don't you experience the feel of the moe, the butterflies you can touch in your stomach? Let me give you directions to Hani. Turn left at the next corner and go down to break, and you will see a building with the word close on this inside of your left side. Hani is located on the second floor of the next building. Let me move the next shop of the Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The 7 shops are introduced Tetsudo Izakaya Railway, Tavern Little GGV, located on the 5th floor on the building on the left-hand side of you. This tavern also appeared in via video. Each set is about 2 million train enthusiasts in Japan. Train system in Japan is very advanced and has invented in the unique ways, and the trains are always operate very punctually. Tetsudo Izakaya Little TGV is very unique tavern with the concept of Japanese railway. Once inside of you will see rail train seat and rails, and large railway drama is display. It's just like a railway theme park. Menus are also unique. Everything has something to do with the railway or train, such as drink of the colors of the Shinkansen Britain train, or steak that will remind you of the brain right hot course, and entertains you plated as well as ice. Actually, in a nature costume designed from trains, cute uniform look so cute. Train industry as well as school aren't so knowledgeable railway. Both children and adults will have a happy time in Tetsudo Izakaya or railway tavern Little TGV. Families with the children often visit here on the weekend. With you visit Little TGV, you can totally by fascinated by the world of railway. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The 8th restaurant is the Pizzeria and the Bar Noga. Where Akihabara been through such years, hotels, and tourists have been built one after another. Noga Hotel on the left-hand side is also a new hotel built in 2020. A restaurant on the ground floor of the hotel is Pizzeria and Bar Noga. This special restaurant consists of the common restaurant are the casual bar area, and its high-class atmosphere make this space to be a chic spot for social interaction. If you sit on the terrace on the upper floor, you would be able to enjoy a refreshed time, fuel and electricity free always from the hustle and bustle of urban life. Pizza and burger product offers Spanish Italy of the fine taste cooking with the characteristic ingredients. Their place marks pizza of the largest size in your face. Smell so nice the taste back in would bring pizza over from Napoli in Italy. Fresh ham steaks and service on order and hot ahijo are perfect side dishes that you go well with the alcohol drinks. They have about 100 kinds of the wine carefully selected by sommeliers. This is inside an ideal restaurant to spend time with something important for you or beloved. If you like, you can rest the restaurant for big parties such as the wedding, after party, as well as the farewell or welcome party. The party guests should be so surprised and impressed by the restaurant. A scene never expected such a stylish sight in Akihabara. Next, I introduce the night shop of Akihabara food service accommodation. The back street always filled with the deep otaku and the engineer coming and going, and lined with the performance special shops which can meet their demands. On the weekend, boxes of the parts and the devices are placed in front of each shop, and the streets are closed by people from the bargain. Yet, in decades, collectors of Akihabara is the tone of the hobby introduced and the technology. Tamagoken, a shop with yellow sign located in the depth of the neighborhood on your right side. Representative menus. The main restaurants in Japan is omelette rice, ketchup flavored chicken. Fried rice is warmed with the thin omelette or topped with the omelette. Delicate cooking and cut open all the rice is very popular from adults to children. The unique one with the half-cooking omelets coming in Japan may be because fresh eggs are always available. Tamago Gogen is a shop space is such a unique omelette rice. It's ground for its open kitchen, and you can see chefs are cooking with enjoy pretty and fresh-made omelette rice. You'll absolutely feel happy when you put a soup into chicken fried rice topping with the very soft and creamy omelette. You can choose the sauce to put on your omelette. Especially popular sauces are light taste tomato sauce cooked with white wine, and red demi-glace sauce made from beef stewn with the red wine. If you choose half and half, you can enjoy two different sauces. Actual homemade vegetable pickles service as home rice are talking about a lot by guests. There are tests and you can take them as such as you can eat. The tests you will meals, browns, and naturalists. There are tables on the second floor. I recommend you to come to Tamago-gen with your friend or family. The taxi engine front final shops will Jewel Street. After coming back to Jewel Street, the taxi passed by Don Quixote, a large discount jewelry store. On the 8th floor of the Don Quixote building is AKB48 Theater. AKB48 are a famous band and the national coin with the born in Akihabara and owns the theater to perform. AKB stands from Akihabara. AKB48 changed the performance image of the older idol with the yet stronger idols when you can actually meet. AKB48 works hard in the engagement with the fans by performing almost every day on the stage and handshake event where you can actually shake hands with your favorite members. Thus, AKB48 get popular little by little. Now AKB48 has become a big name and everybody knows it. However, its members' activity starts from the small stage in Don Quixote building in Akihabara. Performances are still often held on the stage and keep attracting many fans from throughout Japan as a simple set of the idol college in Akihabara. Why do you visit the stage to enjoy the main stage and actually meet idols? The Don Quixote is located up a hand on your right side. Now I remember another band that I recommendation actually see. It is called the Shrine Festival. Have you ever visited Counter Shrine before? Counter Shrine is a single shrine with the history as long as the 1,300 years and a repetitive single shrine in Tokyo, located just 10 minutes walking distance from the Akihabara station. The shrine holds Counter Festival once every 2 years. Counter Festival is a famous festival that was being held since the 17th century. Early April is one of the 3 major festivals in Japan, along with the Gion Festival in Kyoto and the Tenshi Festival in Osaka. During the festival, already the Akihabara become coffee and the people enjoy this custom parade suit in the town. There's counter coffee in the air called crossfield coated in the trimming direction. Do you know the animation mobile to Gundam? The first series was aired in 1979, coincided the same year as Sony Walkman was released. Next victor of the Chabara is Sikh-based Akioka manufacturer. This is the combination factory opened in 2019, which always suits you with the new discoveries and get bars. As a base where you can seek suit, it offers variation kinds of shops, especially in your hopping, a coffee, and a hotel. Right side is the Hitachi Brewery Tokyo, a whiskey distillery and drink bar. You can enjoy whiskey and exquisite coffee, beer made of their own wood. The facility also includes the safe base of the camera shops, sales mirror pro-on cameras and interchanged lens. Record from Akihabara shops are shops specializing in the pro-on CDs and record. Final store system are made by Furner and Japanese earphone and headphone company. Tokyo Video Games, a coffee and a baroque-like radio games arcade where you can enjoy playing games and alcohols. Then please look at the right hand side. There is Akihabara branch of Taiko Labo, a Taiko Japanese train school of the largest scale in the world. Also try to 2K file for all Akioka artists, across Kuramai Street in the Travel District. 2K file all means 2 kilometers and 540 meters by railroad train, the distance from Tokyo Station. Facility which featured the demo of the manufacturing opened in December 2010. Includes Nippon department store, where separate scenes of the various parts of Japan are selected and introduced, and galleries, students, cafe, and shops. All of the same are created in by screen craftsmen. By the way, Akihabara also has an art center, 3331 Art Chiyoda. From here it is located in the front right area. 3331 Art Chiyoda was opened in 2010. Based in the renovated Ransen Junior High School, a former Chiyoda City Public Indoor High School. Since then, it has served as both an artist hub for anyone wanting to create and express, as well as a relaxing space for the community. It programs various, not only aspects of the contemporary art, architecture, design, physical experience, and local history and culture, but also events and workshops. Fana arranged this next up Akihabara food levels recommendation. The 10th shop. It is the fruity season. Do you remember that I told you at the beginning of the tour that was the largest vegetable and fruit market, counter vegetable and fruit market from 1928 to 1989 in Akihabara? At that time, fish, vegetable, and fruits get into Akihabara from throughout Japan. The shop was the almost of the British markets to romance the food season. When the market was to move, a female ran the fruits wholesale business, opened the shop, wishing to keep the place where people can eat and a lot of taste fruits. Fruits and season special is a very luxurious fruit parfait. Only fruit specialty would be able to make this the parfait. With more than 10 different kinds of the carefully selected fresh fruits of the season around delicately. Pets and children as well as the males absolutely get excited in front of this arctic parfait. Another popular meal is a sandwich made on homemade croissant baked in the shop every morning. Set menu consists of the croissant sandwiches, small piece of the fruit kebab, drink, and a small size parfait is the healthy and nutritious. Located a little bit south of the center of the Akihabara, fruit the season is something like Osha of the term. Please come to the Osha in Akihabara to refresh your body and spring tide in the hectic city. Now I will finish introduce 10 nice restaurants of the Akihabara food lovers recommendation. Are there any shops you are interested in or you'd like to try? Then I will tell you the range of the name of Akihabara. Tokyo Prefecture and the 5 scenes in the period. Nothing had changed even in major period. And the Cyrus Tyrol fire in 1869. After the fire, the place around here was arranged to the fabric. In the space, a single shrine was built, and the 3 tenants who prevent fire was invited from the important place and enshrines. However, people misunderstood that Akiba Daigogen, a famous deity who prevent fires, was enshrined. So people called the shrine Akiba-sama, and this area Akiba-gogen no Harappa or Akibabara means the field of the Akiba Daigogen shrine. Hara in Japanese means field or open space. This is the origin of the name Akihabara. People in other countries are often consumed manga or anime or for small children. But in Japan, adults also enjoy manga and anime. There have been a makimono, a illustrator hand scroll, that depicts stories with the picture and the text. For more than 1,000 years in Japan, people enjoy following the drawing and taste the screen makimono. You may call this the hand-operated amateur moving. The enactment of the tour of the Genji is well known and descended as the natural children. Another natural children, Chojun Jinbutsukiga, is said to be the oldest manga in the sense of the comic picture and technique. Emakimono was something that we education, adults etc. as country people enjoyed. Then in Japan, manga and anime has been powerful and effective tool to convey information. There are no used in school, company, and event by the government. Furthermore, mascot characters are popular in Japan, and there are great versions of the mascot character and uncontrollable number of the local mascot. Even the government and the police officers have their own mascot characters. Ita-gun for natural taxi agency. Customer-gun for customer. People-gun for Metropolitan Police Department. The front left side view your Yodobashi camera. Metro Major Akiba. Yodobashi camera is a major Japanese return channel, especially in the electricity PC, camera and photographs equipment, and this is the second largest store in Japan after the Umeno store in Osaka. My tour guide friends often say this building has a black hole because some of their guests have disappeared in the building and never come back again. The guests who fortunately could come back arrived would say they don't understand why they were late for the meeting time. Now there's an entrance to the Tsukuba Express Akihabara station on your right side. Tsukuba Express went into operation in 2005, back in between Achita, Akihabara, and Tsukuba City in 15 minutes. Right first side, can you see the scene for the art Akihabara? That is a toilet named Oasis at Akiba. Oasis at Akiba was opened in 2006 and it offers clean and comfortable restroom as well as a tourist information center and a smoking box. There are so many good restaurants I'd like to introduce to you as so food in Akihabara are very rich. I should be happy if I could have it covering the attraction of the tour of Otaku that you didn't know. When you visit Akihabara for sightseeing, please enjoy its unique foods and restaurants. After tour, I'd appreciate if you could take a few minutes, take out our question before leaving. Thank you very much for enjoying Akihabara Hybrid Experience Tour, and please come back to enjoy Akihabara next time.